Well, I wasn't really going to film a build video on this bead roller, but I wanted to motorize it and I wanted to show everybody what I used to do that. So I guess I got to give you a little background. First of all, this is just a Amazon, pretty cheap, your basic bead roller you can find just about anywhere. It came with good dies and a good structure. The plate, I think this is 1/2 inch thick, so they're still, they flex. So most people reinforce them. So I'll show you kind of what I did. This is part of the other side of it, and then I added a piece to the top to house my electronics. So then that ends up looking like this. Here's the upper structure. The bottom reinforcing is, I think it's 2.5 inch angle iron. Pretty thick stuff, a little bit bigger than I was going to use, but hey, I had it, so we're going to use it. And then I ended up drilling 2 holes. Let me get you down and show you this. Right there where the shafts go through. And I welded up, and then I made this like a trailer hitch receiver size, but I should actually made it 2 inch coming down, not 2 inch ID. So I got a little adapter sleeve I'm going to make for that. But anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at right now. I got the upper piece welded. I've got holes there for my electronics, or for my 2 cords, one for the foot pedal, one for the power. I got these holes here drilled and tapped, and then you can go grab the covers and I'll show you what that looks like. So here you have it. Covers on, chain guards on. I've got a bicycle gear reduction motor with a 9-tooth sprocket that's going down there. Hence the chain guards. Got 2 holes here for my grease fittings when I get the shafts put in here. This hole here is for my speed control. There's a pulse width modulated speed control. There's a display that snaps into this. Actually, it's the whole thing. It's mounted flush with the sheet metal. So we did that. That's why I made the cover in 2 pieces. As the power supply goes in there. So take this apart and get some primer on it and get some paint on it, get it assembled, get it running, and then I'll bring it back and give you the final. Well, here's a little update here. I got the motor mounted on the back of the bead roller. I've got a 44-tooth bicycle sprocket, and then this go-kart axle hub adapter that I bought from Temu. As well as the electric bike motor. Of course, this has the 9-tooth sprocket, and I have it slotted so I can adjust the chain tension for wear. I made this chain guard. One thing to note, this axle hub adapter go-kart one is 1-inch bore, and these shafts on this end are actually 25 millimeters. So I made a can't hardly see it, but I made a little shim in there. You can't see it, but anyway, it was just a piece of stainless steel exhaust manifold gasket. I use that to make my shim to take up the difference. Another thing to note too is on these hub adapters, most of the time when you, oops, my hand out here. Most of the time when you have a keyway, you have a set screw holding the key in. They didn't do that on this. There's a set screw there, and there's one there, but there's nothing holding the key in. There's no keyway. There's just a flat on here, so I guess a person could drill and tap this, take that key that they give you and shave it down so it fits into that flat. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it like this and see if it slips. If it slips, I'll deal with that later. But anyway, I wanted to give you an update on that before I get the rest of it put together. I just wanted to show you the power supply I bought. Um, it has, see if you can see this, line, neutral, and ground. So black, white, and green. It's going to be these 3 wires. And then there's actually 3 of each, positive, negative, for the 12 volt output. There's also a thing here you can fine tune, I guess, the voltage. It says adjustment there. So I want to let you know that. And then here's the speed controller. It just snaps into the panel right there. There's my foot switch. And then I have the forward reverse. And then this is going to be the speed adjustment. There's a knob in the box here. Hang on. Right there. So that'll go on there. So anyway, I know it looks like a rat's nest here now, but it's one of those things you got to kind of plan as you're putting it together. Like, make sure you're running your cables through your access holes, strain relief holes over there. So we'll keep on going. So I decided to build a stand for my bead roller, and I had some stuff in the back, junk in the back left over. This is some pallet racking, Interlake brand. There's some scraps I got from the food plant where I worked. They were going to throw them in the dumpster, so I took them home. There were some short pieces, a little bit longer than that, probably twice that long. And then there's some other plate. And then this was from a dumpster dive. And so I got all those together and made this right there. So all in all, it's pretty strong. It's not that heavy. The channel stuff here is only, I think, 16 gauge. I think that rectangular piece is only 20, but it's super, super strong. Of course, I got it gusseted and triangulated. That's kind of my thing. Welded these pieces into here just to kind of strengthen that. And then there's a piece across on the inside of that bottom piece. It kind of keeps that thing from flexing. But anyway, we'll get the bead roller plugged into this and give you an idea of what it's going to look like all put together. Well, here it is. We got her plugged into the stand. Got a foot pedal switch. Yeah, we got the forward reverse switch here. We got the speed control. This is percentage of total speed, so it's 0 to 100. And got a crank here to set the pressure on the dies. And let's fire it up here. You hear the chain rattle a little bit there, but it's pretty quiet overall. It's get her creep along pretty slow there. So hopefully you'll like this video, and I'll leave a description of the items I purchased from Temu at the end of the video, so you can kind of know what I got into the whole thing. But definitely improvement with what I started with. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up. I just got my 200 subscribers here this week, so appreciate everybody hanging around for that. And if you aren't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and give it a like, and we'll catch you on the next one.